The Milwaukee Air and Water Show returns at the end of the month, featuring the United States Air Force Thunderbirds. This time, the Thunderbirds formation will include a Wisconsin native in the cockpit, and she can't wait to perform in front of her home state crowd. How you go from being a kid in northwest Wisconsin to ending up flying fighter jets for the Air Force. Medford, Wisconsin's Michelle Curran talked with us via Skype from an air show in Michigan.
And I've always been a little bit of a thrill seeker, wanted to travel, didn't necessarily want to stay in my small town.
The United States Air Force has taken Captain Curran all over the world, including more than 160 combat hours piloting the F-16.
It was really rewarding after, I guess at that point I had been training to do the mission for about 5 years without actually going into combat. So it was very rewarding to finally go do the mission, and I'm really glad I had the opportunity to do that for sure.
But performance flying was a calling for Captain Curran, particularly to share her pioneering story as a woman in the cockpit. Obviously you embrace it, but also it's kind of an interesting line because you want to get to the point where it's not really a big deal, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the first females in combat were in the early 90s, so it's been a long time. It should be more common than it is, I think, and it's still constantly something that raises eyebrows.
Captain Curran just joined the Thunderbirds, flying the number 6 jet. She'll perform over her home state crowd for the first time.
I'm definitely excited. I've heard great things from previous people on the team about how much they like coming to Milwaukee. I'm looking forward to getting some cheese curds and some good beer and some nice Wisconsin hospitality for sure. We assure you you'll be well taken care of. I can't imagine that would be a problem. The Milwaukee Air and Water Show is the last weekend of this month. Captain Curran and the Thunderbirds have the final performance on both days. It's free if you can find a spot on the lakefront, but there are ticketed sections and parking options available as well. Information on all that is in this story in our online version at tmj4.com. And I had a chance to go up with the Blue Angels when they were in town for the Milwaukee show years ago. Now, you know those guys don't get G-suits when they fly, so I didn't get one either, so I passed out twice. Am I a big fat wuss, or is that cool?
Ready? Ready, hit it.
I think you probably pulled over 7 Gs without a G-suit, and you came into that with no tolerance. So I'll say that that's perfectly acceptable. Not acceptable when you're the one flying the airplane, but coming off the street with no G tolerance, I don't think you should be ashamed of that.
I think we may have got you. You got me again. Oh, man.
I hung in there okay. We were up for like an hour, you know, and I didn't puke, so that was my goal.